Good morning, welcome back to the channel, and if you're a regular viewer, last time I was up here I lit the fire the slow way. Today I'm going to light it the quick way. Feather sticks which I keep hanging up, they're not 100% dry but they should be fine. Matches, kitchen match. I finally put a new striker in. Cold steel SRK. A good knife, but for its size it has got a failing in my opinion. It's a bit light for chopping. You know, you can take your hand down and do a bit of chopping, but personally it's a knife to be used with a saw. This one is the Sanmai version. I've had the carbon version in the past, but I got rid of it because I really don't like the thick painted on finish. So I saw this at a good price a couple of years ago and I bought it. Very comfortable handle. That seems a bit of a waste of time. Don't know why they don't take the edge further down. But one thing it does do well is scrape a ferro rod. It's very sharp. The back's very sharp as well. You wouldn't be able to strike the ferro rod with a clip because of the angle, but it's a good knife. And looking at it now, I don't think I've ever sharpened it. It shaves, just about. So first thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to batten down a log. The log's been cut with a saw, because as I say, it's a sizable log, and this is no good for chopping. Saying that, I could do a little bit. Passable. Well, he made short work of that crappy bit of wood. Let's get on the hard stuff. I won't take it straight to the middle because it's too big. Oof, big knot in that. That'll get your fire going. So although it's got a hollow grind, which I'm not a big fan of, it splits well. It's a strong knife, not too much vibration to the handle either. Considering this knife has a hollow grind, it makes surprisingly good feather sticks and curls. Gone out. So that's a quick bit of wood splitting, feather sticking and ferro rod lighting with the SRK and getting smoked out. As you can probably tell, it's not the best feather sticker in the world, not a patch on a Scandi, but it's a really good all-round knife and I do rate it. It's pretty good, so with a Scandi that would have been a lot easier, but you're not going to do as much splitting with the small Scandi, are you? Good knife in my opinion, and well worth about 150 quid. I want to touch the edge up. Now I've got a DC3 stone on here, as I said earlier. Get it out. I'd prefer to use a DC4, but it's a bit bigger than the sheath and this sits nicely on it. If I'm doing a Scandi grind, I would not use one of these. This is my personal preference. I'd use something different. What I got in this packet is a cut down double-sided ice bear stone, and I'll be sharpening a Scandi up in the field another time with that. Well, for today we're doing a survival knife. This is a good few years old, so the roughness has gone from it. If you're going to use a new one, be warned, the diamond side is really rough. This is just a touch-up. And what I don't want to do is put a micro bevel on it. So I'm going to lay the bevel flat, take it up till it meets. Circular motions I tend to use. Now it's got a bit of bite on it. As you can see, well, you may be able to see, that's now built up some of the metal particles from the knife. So wipe that off. So that side's done its job. Now for the fine side. This is not a wet stone, so it needs to be clean. So same thing again. So now I'm going to take it doing it that way removes any burr before I go on a strop. that's done its job. Now I'm going to strop it. Here's my strop, and I got some polishing paste. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that section of the knife, which I don't need as a scraper, and it's a bit blunt anyway. I'm just going to remove some of the old compound. Best thing to do this is a Stanley blade. You can see the old compound on there now. I'm going to rub this on. That's enough. And I push fairly hard. Years ago people would just strop like that. I'm of the thought you need to give it a good pull. Obviously I don't want to slip and cut myself, especially not around here with the femoral artery, well down by there. Nothing stopping you putting it on a log to be safer. So that should be enough. And shaving sharp. Well, that's your lot for today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed and it hasn't been a bit too long-winded. Please leave a thumbs up for me if you've appreciated and learned something from what I've done. Just like the video. Until the next time, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back. You're still here, are you? You're expecting me to do some cock-ups. I didn't do any cock-ups, or I didn't swear today. I'm quite pleased with myself. So if you want to hear some swearing, bugger shit piss. There you go. Now, I'm going to play with my Scandi. Feather stick delights. Gadgets are all well and good, and some people thrive on gadgets. I don't mind having a play with them, but for me, when these came out, Scandi grinds, and I've used them, it was, oh God, where have you been all my life? Ta-ra.